Hey YouTube, what's up? It's Wes Spencer coming at you again. Some huge news has happened in my professional life. Many of you that know me know that I am also an entrepreneur and I've started some software companies. This month, something huge happened. I've alluded to it just a little bit inside of some of my videos, but now for the first time, I can share it. One of my companies has been sold, and it is awesome news. There's some data that I've just been itching to show you guys, and I've been unable to do that simply because of some non-disclosures that were in place. But take a look at this right here. This is huge news for us at Perch. We have sold our company for $80 million. Guys, I can't tell you what a fun ride this has been. It's not just about the $80 million. It's about what we've built from complete scratch, going from no code, no product, no customers. Fast forward 4.5 years, and here's where we're at today. Guys, this is like addictive stuff. It's really amazing. We've been celebrating. Now, right now, I still can't tell you a lot of things that you may want to know, like how much money did I personally make on this with my stock that I had. I can't talk about those things yet. I'm still unable to do so, but I'm a huge fan of guys like Graham Stephan and Meet Kevin that always do the like how much money I made on YouTube. I promise you, when the time is right, I will do a video just like those guys on what I made, why it was worth it, and what I expected coming out of it, and why I would do this again. So I'm going to cover that one day, but I am going to talk to you about something that is near and dear to my heart, which is this: entrepreneurship. Why be an entrepreneur, right? Like, there are obviously a lot of obvious reasons because people see successful entrepreneurs and like, oh man, those guys make millions, if not billions of dollars. Yes, that is true. But they also take a stupid amount of risk, an amount of risk that I think most people are simply unwilling to take. And so I don't know if you're like me, but you see in the news, maybe you know people, you've heard of people that have made it big, and you're always like, I could have done that too. I want to do that too, and I'm always itching. Well, if that is you, then you are in luck, my friends, because today's video is about this: the top 3 reasons why you should quit everything and risk just about everything and go create your own startup. Why would somebody do that? I've got 3 reasons for you, and I want to let you know right here. But before we get into them, would you do me a favor? If you like this video, make sure at the end you hit like, you hit subscribe. Would love to continue to connect. In this channel, we cover all kinds of fun stuff. We cover a lot of cryptocurrencies. We cover a lot of emerging tech, and we're starting to cover even more around startups and the entrepreneur's journey. That's a huge piece of who I am. And I'm going to cover and share the things that I find interesting in this channel. So I want you to go down this journey with me, and I want to talk to you about that. No matter who you are, where you live, where you come from, I want to talk about the entrepreneur's journey and why you should do the same thing too. Okay, so here's probably what I would say a universal number 1 constant in the life of an entrepreneur. If you've never gone down this road before, it seems like every entrepreneur eventually gets into this position where they say, I'm tired of working for the man. Like, why am I doing all of this for you? I'm smarter than you are. I'm more nimble than you are. I have a better pulse and ear to the ground of like what's going on in this market. Or you're so sick and tired of the market you're in and you found something else that makes you passionate and you want to go do it yourself. Every entrepreneur comes to this point in their life. It's a crux, it's a crossroads where they say something like this: I am tired of making them all the money. Why am I doing all of this work and all of this blood, sweat, and tear only to get like a pat on the back and a good job and an award and like the Jelly Club of the month at the end of the year? Like, why am I doing that? I could instead go work my tail off and work a lot harder for sure, but the upside is unlimited. Right now, my upside working for the man, so to speak, is my salary, is my benefits, and all the normal things that come with a risk-free lifestyle. But creating your own company and becoming an entrepreneur has absolutely unlimited upside. Is your company going to make $10? Is it going to make 10,000, 100,000, a million, a billion? What is it going to do? It's all on you. It's all in your vision, your execution, your hard work, and honestly, there's some luck in there that's involved for sure. I would never say otherwise. So that's the entrepreneur's journey. Eventually, you get to this point where you're like, I'm tired of making you all the money. Why am I doing that? It doesn't make sense for me. So that is the very first reason. You get tired of making the man all the money. And if you come to that point, you're going to have to make a decision to say this: am I ready to take everything off and take the risk of go doing this myself? If you do that, You are no longer working for the man, and it's so energizing to finally do this on your own. Number two, you feel like you've got a meaningless job and you're stuck in the system. What do I mean by stuck in the system? What I mean is you're doing everything everyone told you to do. Go get a job, go do the 9 to 5 thing, go get the 401k, and do all the things that everyone says that's a risk-free life. It's what your parents told you. It's the way to go end to end. And you just feel like I'm part of a meaningless system. And the job I have, while important for me, is not really that important. I'm just a cog in a wheel. It's like an endless number of cogs and an endless number of wheels. And you honestly feel like you're just stuck in that. And there's got to be something more. There's got to be some more significance. And you feel like if you could go on your own, you could make that happen. And not just make it happen, but make it happen your way, the way that you want it to be. And you want to make an impact. Those are the big things that lead people to becoming an entrepreneur. You just want to make an impact. You want to do something. And of course, that bleeds into the third thing that we're going to talk about that tells you that you should be an entrepreneur. And let's go talk about that real quick. And number three, this one is so important to me. Honestly, you want to go on an adventure. I mean, if you are stuck in the corporate life and the skullduggery of it all, checking into work, endless death by meetings, boring PowerPoints, all of the politicking, all of the stuff going on, the backstabbing and all those things that happen, or maybe you work at an awesome company and you have a good culture, but at the end of the day, you finish your day and you think, what have I really accomplished? And you want to go on an adventure. Listen to me, I want to say something. You have an allotted number of days in your life. Maybe today is your last day on earth. Who knows? Maybe you have 80 more years left. Whatever it is, you have a very limited life. And you know, I got to this point in my career where I thought, at the end of the day, what do I want my life to do? What do I want to have said for myself when I'm 80, 90, 100, and I'm too old to do anything if I even make it that long? What do I want my life to look like? I want to go on an adventure. I want to do something I've never done before. I want to be proud of it. No adventure comes without risk. Listen to me. I'm going to say that again to you because you need to hear this. No adventure in life comes without risk. If it is a riskless endeavor, it is not an adventure. You cannot have an adventure in life without taking some risks. And so that is the third and to me the most important piece. And the reason why I risked everything, I left my corner office bank job where everything was safe, everything was secure to go on an adventure. When I came on board at Perch, we had 1 month of funding before we went completely out of funds. That's a scary position to be in. Clawing, scrapping, scraping to get everything to work. It's kind of harrowing, to be honest, but that's the kind of thing that just charges you up, that when it succeeds through all of your work, through all of the execution, and it happens and it works, all of a sudden your perspective changes and you look at this and say, that was the most fun thing that I have ever done in my life. What an unbelievable adventure. And what proves it is the cash payout you get at the end, for sure. But the adventure of it, the journey, is so much more important. And honestly, I think most things are like that in life. We have this idea of this destination of where we want to go and what we want to have happen. But in reality, it's not the destination, it's the journey. It's the days that go by that seem so hard, but when you're done with it, it is so rewarding that come with it. Guys, I can't explain that to you if you've never done it before other than what I just said. So I hope that gives you some thoughts. I hope if you've been thinking, do I ever really want to do the entrepreneur's journey? I am telling you, it is usually worth it. Your success comes down to your vision, to your execution, and yes, a little bit of luck. And so my goal today was just to share with you my thoughts and my reactions. This was such a fun journey, taking a company from absolutely nothing to exiting and selling for $80 million. A journey of a lifetime, my friends. And I want to do it again. And I want to do it again after that. It is so much fun. And so give me your questions. We're going to start a lot of videos in this channel. We're not going to leave the other things that you've done and that you like that I'm producing, but we're going to cover a lot more around entrepreneurship, what it looks like, how to create a company. I've got a couple other videos. They're going to be in the end card. I'm going to put them in the description down below if you're curious about it. How do I find funding? what comes first? Is it the idea that comes first, the product that comes first? How do I approach it? But we're gonna have a lot more videos all around creating a company and the entrepreneur's journey. And so join me on this and give me your questions, give me your thoughts. I don't have all of the answers, but I can tell you from my experiences, and I'd love to see many of you say, I'm gonna do the same thing. I am going to take my entrepreneur's journey and I'm gonna do something I've never done before. I am gonna go on that adventure. So guys, I hope this has been helpful for you. If you have any questions, like I said, leave them. I read every single comment that comes into my video feed. I am very interested in you and would love to know your thoughts and feedback. And while you're at it, hit that like, hit that subscribe. You know we all say that, but it is important to me and my channel to keep this thing going. I would love to hear back from you guys. Thanks so much.